Hello everyone and welcome to Dreamscapes Decoded Tarot. This video is for the sign of Gemini. Cross watchers are welcome here, and I encourage you to watch my other videos pertaining to your moon and your rising sign, as they could hold further messages for you. A little disclaimer before we begin: this is just a general read and it's okay if it doesn't resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. My name is Leanne Mahalia, and I'm so excited to begin this journey with you. This project has been in the works for a very long time, and this is my very first round of tarot readings. Since I was young, I've experienced vivid and prophetic dreams and visions, moments of deep insight that often arrived before events unfolded, offering guidance, warnings, or clarity. Over time, I learned how to honor these messages and interpret the symbols that appeared in both dream time and waking life. These visions have shaped how I navigate the world, and now I'm here to help you do the same. The way that I read is intuitive, and Dreamscapes Decoded is a space where I blend intuitive messages and dream decoding with tarot to offer a grounded yet soulful reading. Whether you're seeking direction, looking for a deeper meaning, or just open to what the universe might be trying to tell you, you've found a home here. And I'm so grateful that you found your way to this space. I'll be starting this read with some intuitive messages that I got when I was meditating on Gemini, and what your energies held for the week of the 19th to the 25th. So basically, Gemini, what I felt for you was fire. It's really interesting because the read that I did before this, so for them, I actually got kind of like a ripple effect, but yours is kind of like a fire that has a ripple effect. But also it's kind of like a fire that's died out. So it's really interesting for me, Gemini, because I feel like not necessarily that your passions have died, but I feel like, you know, let's not look at it that way. I feel like you need to reignite your passion for life, for love, for skateboarding, for eating, for anything, whatever was important to you in the past. I feel like not necessarily that you need to pick back up those old, like, hobbies that you used to do, but you need to do it if you want to. If you really enjoyed it and you're like, oh shoot, I used to do this, I used to really enjoy it, like maybe that's something that you could do. But I feel like it's something that you need to get out and explore and find new passions, something that pertains more to who you are now, because we grow over time. What we liked back then, what we loved back then, is not necessarily going to suit the person that we are today. You know what I mean? And, you know, if you're trying to overcome some difficulties and you don't necessarily feel like you're in the best space right now, spiritually, mentally, whatever, like it's okay to not enjoy what you used to enjoy. It's okay to find something that you enjoy now and put that into your life. Find that a way to be a part of your life. Okay, interesting. Really interesting messages there. Gemini, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shuffle off camera because I shuffle horribly. It just looks really bad. Like, I'm not very good at it. And I just want to concentrate for a second on getting this message for you, because I feel like it's going to be something really interesting. Oh, crap. Okay, that's way too much. I'm not going to take that. See, I told you I'm horrible at shuffling. Like, yeah, very interesting. Okay, so here's your deck. Lovers. Oh, there we go. I'm liking everything that I'm seeing so far. Wow. Gemini. Oh, sorry, I hit the camera. Gemmy Bear. This is a really freaking good read. This is a really interesting read. Gemini, I feel like... Okay, well, first of all, you showed up in the middle of your spread. And you're clearly a person of abundance. Whether or not you feel it right now, you are a person who is linked to abundance. Much like Capricorns, I feel like it comes so easy to you. And I feel like, yeah, there we go again. That's just another card that relates again to your abundance. You're sitting in your energy right now. I don't know if you feel like somebody's stolen from you. This is not pertaining to anything in particular. I feel like this is pertaining to life on a whole. So usually I say kind of like, okay, I feel a little bit of career, I feel a little bit of love, I feel a little bit of... I mean, this can be linked to love, because I do feel like it's linked to the other half, like somebody who was important to you. So I do feel like you feel like somebody stole from you. Maybe it started out beautifully. There was a lot of abundance throughout. You felt like you found your Four of Pentacles and you were sitting on your throne. But then something happened. Maybe while your back was turned. This, I mean, usually I don't like to read this as something negative. I'm not gonna lie, I am feeling like it's coming across that way. No, it's not theft. Because you're still here with that person, but it's turned. I think what this is two very strong individuals, two very strong characters who can create the most beautiful abundance together. But when they're not vibing high, when the stress of the world comes down on the two, these are two alphas. So when they're vibing high, they're vibing real high. But when stress comes down, you guys have a tendency to snap at one another, to bicker and fight. That's what I'm seeing here. And I think what this read is asking you to do is to vibrate from a higher energy, and don't see that person. Look at how they loved each other in the beginning. Look at how they worked to accomplish all that they accomplished. But somewhere along the line, there was a clear split where you started to see yourself apart. You probably started to see this person as an enemy, but you are tethered in sickness and in health. That just came to mind, in sickness and in health. And obviously that's kind of like marriage vows too. So you may be married, or spiritually you might be connected, or both. I mean, that usually happens with married couples. But I think it's a question of perspective and how you view this relationship. I think that when you're in a higher state and you're vibing high, you view it very well. But when you're in a lower state, it becomes something that feels convoluted. That's the word that I'm saying, but I don't know if it necessarily makes sense. It feels like there's weight to it. It feels like something that's weighing you down. But I don't think that's necessarily how you should see it. because I think that this is something that is abundant. Whether or not you see it that way, this is something that is abundant. And I think this one pertains to you. I think that this, whether or not you see it, this is an abundant connection. Maybe I'm getting a very specific message here, and this is somebody who's gathering up resources. They're taking it away from the kingdom. They're taking resources away from the kingdom. And I don't feel like that's them. I think that that's what you think they're doing, but it's not. Yeah, the Magician. And I think like it's not. It definitely isn't. I think that this is how you feel they're reacting towards you. For whatever reason, you're vibing low, and I feel like you need to raise up. Raise your vibrations. There are plenty of ways that you can do that. Definitely, I love to take salt baths and just wash off the day, wash off the negative experiences that I have during the day. I love to do yoga and kind of like stretch it out. So anything that's kind of like tight in my body, I can just release that tension. And I like to go around my home and my space. If I've come home from like a very long day and I feel really negative, I try not to bring that into the home. But if I do, and if I'm still kind of like vibing, I go and I take the salt bath. I drink some peppermint tea just to raise my vibes and give me some energy, you know what I mean? And to kind of like get rid of all of the negative vibes. And then I like to go around the space in my bedroom and places where I kind of like hang out in the house and just spray around some peppermint oil. Mix it into water to dilute it, and even add in just a little bit of salt just to get rid of that negative energy, and like open the windows and just let it clear out, you know? But I don't think that there's anything wrong here. I think that this is a symptom of the mind. For whatever reason, you're thinking that this person is against you. I feel that if you continue with this, you will cause them to enter into this energy where they take from you. You will cause them to become a magician and move into another space, another reality that they create for themselves, and then judgment will fall on you. So I think like the best thing to do is to change your perspective. Change your perspective. Work through any of that childhood wounding that might be causing this perspective as well, and move on. Because if you don't, judgment will call. Judgment calls all of us home. You know? And when you get there, you don't want to have any regrets. Definitely clear up the mind, clear up the space, clear up the energy that you're vibing from. Alright, for you, what I want to do is pull from the Goddess deck. Wake her up. I'm gonna pull the top one because I feel drawn to. Yeah, there we go. Amazing. So this is Pele. All right, and she is. Okay, so what it says on here is, I follow my passion and act with honor and integrity. And I feel that's something that this read is asking you to do. It's to clean up your mind. Clean up your thoughts. Not saying that your thoughts are dirty or it's like bad or anything like that, but I feel like it's pushing you in a direction that isn't necessarily for your highest good. Clean up your thoughts. Clean up your intentions. If you want to vibe low, that's what you're going to do. Nobody's going to be able to stop you, you know? It's all about what you want. What do you want to do? Do you want to save this? Do you want to move to a higher ground? Here we go. Beautiful. Persephone. And this is such a gorgeous card as well. I think it's something that you need to see too, because I feel like it kind of reflects you right now. She's holding that pomegranate in her hand, and like the vines that are coming off too. So in every cycle of life, I find renewal and balance. So, you know, as I said, you may be vibing a little bit low right now, but honor yourself. Honor your integrity. Honor your passions. Reignite those passions. Maybe because you're so tied up in work right now and whatever's going on. Maybe you're too tied up in the relationship. Maybe you need to find passions of your own and rediscover yourself. Sometimes that can happen. We can get lost in a relationship and we're so concentrating on them. We forget kind of like what's important to us. We forget that we brought something to this relationship as well. And, you know, it happens. It's natural that this happens. So this is kind of like asking you to strengthen yourself, strengthen your place within the relationship. Don't give in to those negative thoughts and bring it all back to a place where, you know, you are happy. Yeah, that's a read for you today. I really hope that you enjoyed this read. I really hope that it resonated. If you find that this resonated with you, please do like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment. I'd like to know what you guys think about the reads. As I said, this is my first round of reads. First kind of reads that I'm posting on YouTube. I'm really interested to see how people interact with them. All right, so let me know. All right, have a good one, Gemini. Take care. Bye.